This is the first video of a series of videos on trigonometric identities. I have an example over here, 1 plus sine of 2x plus cosine of 2x divided by cosine x plus sine x, and I need to prove this identity into 2 cosine of x. And over here I have my trigonometric functions, my Pythagorean identities, the sum and difference formulas in trigonometry, and my double angle formulas. And we'll be using all of these to prove our identities. So in order to prove this identity, in order to prove the left hand side into the right hand side, first I'll look at the angles. Notice on the right hand side I only have cosine of x and I have a single angle which is x. But on the left hand side I have a mix of double angles and single angles. So in order to prove the left hand side into the right hand side, I need to convert all of the angles on the left hand side into single angles. So first of all, I will convert sine of 2x into a trigonometric function that has a single angle in it. And there is only one double angle formula of sine function, which is sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine of theta. So in place of sine of 2x, I will write 2 sine x cosine x. So this becomes 1 plus 2 sine x cosine x. And in place of cosine of 2x, I have three options. I can use this formula, or this formula. Notice on the right hand side, I have cosine of x. So if we are proving the left hand side into the right hand side, in the numerator on the left hand side, I need to have a cosine function. And out of these three formulas, I have only one formula that has only cosine in it, which is the second one. So in place of cosine of 2x, I'll write 2 cosine square x minus 1 and divided by cosine x plus sine x. I don't need to convert these two because they already have single angles in them. Now let's simplify this. 1 minus 1 is 0, so these two cancel out, and in the numerator I can take 2 cosine x common. So if I take 2 cosine x common in the numerator, I'll get sine x plus cosine x and divided by cosine x plus sine x. The denominator over here, cosine x plus sine x, can also be written as sine x plus cosine x. So these two cancel out and I'm left with only 2 cosine of x. So I have proven my identity. This trigonometric identity on the left hand side is equal to the identity on the right hand side. So I have proven this. Let's look at the second example. Here I have sine of theta divided by 1 plus cosine of theta. And I need to prove this identity on the left hand side into tan of theta upon 2. So in order to prove this identity on the left hand side in this identity on the right hand side, first I'll look at the angles. I need to convert the angles on the left hand side, these single angles thetas, into a half angle theta upon 2. So if I'm converting a single angle into a half angle, I'll take the help of double angle formulas. So if I need to convert sine of theta, into sine of theta upon 2, if I need to convert this single angle into a half angle, I'll take the help of the double angle formula of sine of 2 theta. Since sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine of theta, you can see the ratio of angles over here is 2:1. A double angle is converting into a single angle. So if I have a single angle, it would be converted into a half angle. So it would be 2 sine of half theta cosine of half theta. So if I need to convert sine of theta into a trigonometric function that has the angle of theta upon 2, I'll use this formula. So in place of sine theta, I'll write 2 sine of theta upon 2 cosine of theta upon 2. And similarly in the denominator, in place of this cosine of theta, I need to replace a trigonometric function that has the angle theta upon 2. To change the angle of the cosine function, I can use either of these three formulas. Notice over here that there is a tan function on the right hand side. And how do we get a tan function? We get the tan function when there is a sine theta divided by a cosine of theta. So this means in the numerator I need a sine function, and in the denominator I need a cosine function in order to get a tan function. We already have a sine function in the numerator, so this means I don't need this cosine function, which means that I need a cosine function in the denominator, so I can cancel these two cosine functions out. And the only formula out of these three is the second formula, which only has a cosine function in it. So I'll use this second formula, and in place of cosine of theta, I'll write 2 cosine square of theta upon 2, because the ratio of double angle formulas is 2:1. So if there is a 2 theta, it would be converted into theta. Similarly, if there is a theta, it would be converted into theta upon 2. So 2 cosine square theta upon 2 minus 1. And this plus 1 minus 1 cancel each other out. So what I'm left with is 2 sine of theta upon 2 cosine of theta upon 2 divided by 2 cosine square of theta upon 2. This 2 over here and this 2 cancel each other out, and this cosine of theta upon 2 cancels 1 out of this. So what I'm left with is sine of theta upon 2 divided by cosine of theta upon 2, which is equal to tan of theta upon 2. So I have proven this identity. Let's look at this third example now. Here I have sine of 2 theta minus cosine of 2 theta plus 1 divided by sine of 2 theta plus cosine of 2 theta plus 1. And I need to prove this identity on the left hand side into this identity on the right hand side, which is tan of theta. So in order to prove this identity on the left hand side in this identity on the right hand side, first I'll look at the angles. The angles on the left hand side you can see are 2 thetas. All the 4 angles on the left hand side are 2 thetas. But the angle on the right hand side is this theta only. So if I'm proving this identity on the left hand side into the identity on the right hand side, I need to convert all of these angles, these 2 thetas, into a single angle theta. First I'll convert this sine of 2 theta into a trigonometric function that has a single angle. And there's only one double angle formula for the sine function, that is sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cosine theta. So in place of sine 2 theta, I'll write 2 sine theta cosine of theta. And for this sine of 2 theta also in the denominator, I will write 2 sine of theta, 2 sine of theta cosine of theta. And there is a plus 1 here and there is a plus 1 here in the denominator. Now let's look at what formula will we use to replace this cosine of 2 theta. There are 3 formulas for cosine of 2 theta, and I need to use one of these 3 formulas. If you look on the right hand side, there is no number, there is no plus 1 on the right hand side. So this means I need to cancel these ones on the right hand side both in the numerator and in the denominator. So in place of this cosine 2 theta, I need to replace this by something that cancels this one out. I cannot use this first formula because this has no plus 1 in it. If I use the second formula, however, it has a minus 1 in it. But notice over here there is a minus sign with this cosine of 2 theta, means that there will be a minus sign here also. So if I use this formula, this minus 1 over here, when it multiplies with this minus 1, it becomes positive 1. And positive 1 cannot cancel out positive 1. 1 plus 1 would give me 2. And I don't have a 2 on the right hand side. And if I use the third formula, this has a positive 1 with it. And minus times plus is minus, so this would be converted into a minus 1 that would cancel this positive 1 out. So I will use this third formula over here. In place of cosine of 2 theta, I will write 1 minus 2 sine square of theta. And in the denominator, the sign with cosine of 2 theta is this positive sign. So I need to replace this with something that cancels this positive 1 out. Since there is a positive sign over here, I can use this second formula because there is a minus 1 over here, and that would cancel this 1 out. So in place of this cosine of 2 theta, I'll write 2 cosine square theta minus 1. Let's simplify this fraction now. This becomes 2 sine theta cosine of theta Minus times positive 1 would give me minus 1, and minus times minus 2 sine square theta would give me positive 2 sine square theta plus 1 divided by 2 sine theta cosine theta. Positive times 2 cosine square theta would give me plus 2 cosine square theta minus 1 and plus 1. This minus 1 and this positive 1 in the numerator cancel out, and this minus 1 and this positive 1 in the denominator cancel out. In the numerator I have two terms and both have a 2 sine theta with them. So in the numerator I can take 2 sine theta common. So if I take 2 sine theta common, and I will get cosine theta plus sine theta. And in the denominator, the two terms that I have both have a 2 cosine theta with them. So I can take 2 cosine theta common, and I would get sine theta plus cosine theta in the bracket. Cosine theta plus sine theta can also be written as sine theta plus cosine theta. So these two brackets cancel out, and I'm left with 2 sine theta divided by 2 cosine theta. These two 2's also cancel out, so I'm left with sine theta divided by cosine theta. And sine theta divided by cosine theta is tangent of theta. So I would get tangent of theta. And I have proved this identity on the left hand side into tangent of theta. So I have proved this left hand side is equal to this right hand side.